Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, The Way of Kay. My name is Kayla if you're new. Tonight I'm going to show you how to make ribs in the oven. This is my favorite way to cook ribs, and I've made it so many times. And they fall off the bone every time, if that's what you enjoy. But if you love it when they're like juicy and they just fall off the bone, this will work for you. This is the only way. I've made them in the crock pot, I've made them on the grill, I've made them in the oven. This is my favorite way. They just taste amazing to me anyways. So these are pork ribs, and I got these ribs at Aldi, and they only costed less than $10, which is way cheap of a deal. Normally ribs are like $20. Ribs are usually expensive, so if you can catch them on sale or buy one get one or whatever, that's the way to go. All right, so I'm going to rinse this off. Now here is the secret on how to make them fall off the bone. So this white part is called the membrane, and I always take it off, because that, if you don't take this off, it holds it together and it won't make your ribs fall off the bone. So what I do is I put a knife under here and I push it up. This is a little bit tedious of a process, but it is so worth it. So if you put your finger in there and you just pull, now I usually will trim off the fat also, because I'm not a big fan of fat and it's just not good for you. Now when I make ribs, I don't ever change up the seasoning. And the seasoning really makes it, like, they're so good to me that I don't need barbecue sauce on there. So I like to season this side first because I bake them bone side down. So I have seasonal, garlic powder, onion powder, Montreal steak seasoning. I don't do too heavy on this because it has a lot of pepper in it and it makes it spicy. So just a sprinkle. And then this is really what makes it smoky. It's smoked paprika. Because if you can't have the smoky taste off the grill, at least add some smokiness to it. All right, now I'm gonna flip it over and do the same thing. Again with seasonal. I like to season it pretty heavy because, again, I don't usually put barbecue sauce on this. It really doesn't need it if you season it right. Onion powder, garlic powder, Montreal, and smoked paprika. If you don't have smoked paprika, you can use regular paprika, but again, the smokiness really makes it. And that's it. Now I put foil on the bottom, and then I cover it here. And then I cover it with foil on the top, that way it like encases it. You want to keep all the steam in there, all of the heat inside of it. Make it juicy. I bake it in the oven at 275 for about 4 to 6 hours. Easy, easy peasy, and they are always amazing. You do also want to get them down to room temperature, so I usually set them out of the refrigerator about 30 minutes before I do all of this. That way they cook thoroughly. They cook better that way. It is now 6:30, and I am pulling the ribs out of the oven. This burnt stuff is always a thing. It always happens. I don't know how to prevent it. I seal it quite well, and somehow I guess it's just the steam that rolls into it. But I just soak my pan, and it comes out new. Now, so this is what it's looking like, and all you gotta do is take a rib, and it literally comes out. That easy. They are amazing, and it happens every time if you do exactly what I do. All right, let's try it. They're so juicy. They really are so juicy. and so tender and just so good. I hope y'all enjoyed my fall off the bone rib recipe, and thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.